Hey there, Ryan with I'mMinnesotaNice.com, day 5. I'm here at CoCo Coworking. Tell me more.
Oh, where do we start? Well, we're in one huge cavernous location here.
It's huge. It's
amazing.
amazing.
The former trading floor of the grain exchange. It's about 16,000 square feet, if that means anything to anybody. Maybe we could figure out how many swimming pools that represents.
Sure,
that'd be more
probably
meaningful.
a lot, yeah.
About a football field. Yeah.
Is it about football
About a
field?
football
is that what it
field.
is? Okay.
Yeah,
There we
pretty
go.
close. Yep.
All right, I'll buy that.
That's pretty accurate, I bet, yeah.
So we're at like about the 20-yard line. And
somewhere where the Vikings don't
right?
get to.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're in week 4 for us. This is,
Okay.
We did a soft launch in July,
Yep.
which meant basically you can come, but there's going to be construction and
Sure,
boards
things
and
are
stuff
still
like that.
kind of being put together.
Yeah, and then this is our first day of really kind of being officially open.
Yep.
We still have some construction things going
Yeah.
on, so it's a less soft launch.
But it's really, it's getting there. You guys are putting it all together. You got to
Totally.
start sometime. You got to put it together.
Exactly.
So, what got you guys the idea, or where did the idea come from?
Sure. You want me to take that?
Take a stab.
All right, I'll take a stab. So, many years ago, Don and I had started working on a project together, and it was called Idea Lounge. And the whole concept was to get business executives, business leaders out of their corporate headquarters, corporate businesses, and get them offsite to do some creative planning, focusing on customer experience design. We decided not to pursue that business because it felt more like an event business.
Sure.
We really didn't want it. That was not what we wanted to be. And so we put it on hold, and there was something missing. And 4 years later, we connected again and started to look at this whole co-working movement. And just decided from that point forward that this was the right time. Timing was right, the idea was right. And we combined a lot of different things.
Sure.
We took co-working just one step further than what currently had been.
That's what's out there right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's some business centers, there's some stuff that kind of have like everybody's separated into like a tiny little office or some stuff like that, but not an open space like this where you can just kind of be free and free range workers.
Yes,
Exactly.
free range workers.
It's true. It's true. I mean, the insight for us was that really this isn't about space, even though we have this majestic space.
Yeah.
But in the end, that's not really what keeps people coming back because they can get space anywhere and it's cheap. Other co-working places are generally cheaper than us.
Yeah.
So we thought, well, it's not really about the space. It's more about how the people you meet and how you interact with them changes your world.
About being here.
Yeah. Like suddenly you just by sitting next to somebody and by chance striking up a conversation, you suddenly discover that, oh wait, there's a possibility I never thought about. And it happens all the time. It's really weird. With very little like engineering on our part, it happens.
Yeah.
So much is just create the environment and the culture, and then that's the actual product.
Yeah, that dynamic itself just kind of gets out there. So let's say I was looking at your website a little bit. There's a couple of different pricing structures for the place. I saw $50 a month. Is that right?
Yep.
And $250 a month.
Yep.
You get a couple of options there. What are those?
Yeah, so it starts at $50 a month is a part-time membership. So that gets you in 1 day a week to come in. And you don't have to use those just within the week. You can bundle them up and use them at the end of the month. And then $250 is full-time. So I'm going to be here every day. And access to that. We also have lockers available. So if you want to lock up your stuff, you don't want to bring it with you or your paperwork, you can put that in a locker. We have voice over IP. VLAN if you need to have a secure part of the network isolated for you. Mailboxes, so you actually can have physical street address.
Cool. So let's say, obviously you're in Minneapolis here, but let's say you come to the cities a couple of times a month or something, and you just need that space. You don't want to work out of a coffee shop. Right. You just need a little bit of extra space, and you can get in for that. Or if you're down here all the time, maybe you're a creative of some sort, and you just want to be out of the house.
Yeah.
That's good stuff though. And there's some other options too.
Absolutely.
Anything else that you want? Like anything else?
I mean, I would just add that. You described it really well. Excellent. You're going to be on your sales team now.
Nice. Okay. It's perfect.
I think the logical question is, who would show up, right?
Right.
And you covered some of those. It really, you can think of it as a professional alternative to working out of your basement and working out of the coffee shops.
Yes.
It's also a great place for companies who are looking to get away from the office, to get ideas, to have meetings. And we also have events. We do events, and we'll have nonprofit events, affinity group events, all that kind of stuff.
And there's conference rooms too.
Yes, absolutely.
So you can rent out a bigger, or use a bigger space with those monthly memberships.
Yeah. And you don't even have to be a member if you wanted to get a space. You could.
That's kind of where I was going with this next thought. I just had an idea. So let's say you're a corporate, you have an event down here or something like that, but you need that space and you don't want to have everybody up in the hotel and you're trying to call everybody. You can just get everybody down here for the day, for the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, whatever it's going to be, and they have a whole space. I mean, everything's set up, including the coffee.
Including the coffee and reliable Wi-Fi.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually a printer, which you try to find that at a hotel.
Yeah, that can be a tough one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it. You got anything else? That's it?
Except to say that we're sitting actually in one of the
one
of the other kinds of spaces, one of the other arrangements, and that's if a group of people, so not just individuals, but a group wants to come down here and actually have a place to live out of and work out of. They can come here. We're sitting in a place that's designed for 6 people to work. We have others for 8, groups of 8, groups of 4, and then finally we have some individual sets. So that's a little bit of a different version of co-working where like you actually can keep your stuff.
Right. Yeah. You can actually have a space.
Exactly.
Or you can just kind of be bopping around or grab a desk wherever you want.
Exactly. So that's another variation that came out of happenstance. We were in St. Paul and there was these partitions in the building. And we thought we were just really going to have nothing but open floor plan.
Sure.
And we saw these partitions, and we're like, what the heck do we do with these things? And we finally said, well, it's 3 walls, it's not 4, but that's enough, and let's call them, we call them co-location sites. Now we're calling these campsites, but we feel like there's a little bit of
a little camp,
Yeah, you have an encampment, right?
Sure, yeah. That's pretty slick. I mean, that's a nice deal.
So that's targeted towards small business.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So again, if you're virtualized, you might be 3-4 people in a company, 6 people, and you're all working out of your basements and at coffee shops.
Yeah.
Get together,
bring the gang together.
Yep.
And then it's still. I mean, I sat here. You guys were a little bit busy earlier, so I sat here and did some editing on my video and did some other stuff too. And it's really, it's a really great space because you get that. It's an environment of working. Mm-hmm. Like when you're at a coffee shop, you have people passing by and they're not working. I mean, like here, you can hear. I can't hear the conversations, but I can hear just that people are actually doing stuff.
Yeah. You can hear the energy, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what it's all about, and that's really amazing. Just sitting here for a little bit, I really like that. So
cool. Very cool. All right.
I think that's it.
All right. That's it.
All right.
Thank you.
So much.
I appreciate you coming out and visiting. It's great.
Ryan with IamMinnesotaNice.com. Day 5 of 365. CoCo Coworking. I'll put some links down below. Sharing the best of Minnesota.